friends. Say hey when you're hopping on. We are going to be showing new products that like give the glow. If you are looking for something that's shimmery but not glittery and it just looks so good on your skin, Ophira's new pivot powders they are also on sale right now. So I linked them in the description of the video. I'll also put the links in the comments. And I'll pin it. Pinning, trying to pin. Let me know if anybody can see me. Code GLAM30 is what's gonna get you 30% off. So this one is Sunset Spark. And yesterday did I didn't have time to actually do a live. I just did did my own makeup. People were like, what are you using? You're so glowy. Like, oh my gosh, that's perfect for summer. And I'm like, it's these. Has anybody tried them yet? They are amazing. I can't see a single comment. Anyone here? I can see you popping in. Yay! Marion! Drop in 1 if you're watching live, a 2 if you're watching the replay. Marion, you're live. You are a 1 today. I see you. I actually don't see you. I did say that to somebody one time and they were like, you can see me? And I was like, no, don't worry. I can't see you. Okay, this is Silver Ice. They are really beautiful. So let's get started. I'm gonna put some primer on. So I'm gonna try and do a lunch date with my husband. He has a doctor's appointment right now, and if we can make it work to do, it'll be like with the baby, but if we can make it work to do a lunch date, and we'll see. I have some returns to make today. I purchased some clothes that I thought maybe I would wear in Vegas when I was gonna speak at that training. I did end up wearing some clothes, so I'm not gonna return those, but some of them I bought I did not wear, like a suit jacket or like a blazer and a couple things, or a couple things that are just too big, and I'm getting close to my window for returns, so I'm like, I've got to go make some returns today or else I will be stuck with an oversized sundress that doesn't fit me. Hi, what's everybody up to today? Good morning, I see you. Okay, we're gonna let this primer dry for just a minute. I use Ophira's Skin Prep Dewy Primer. Again, if you hopped on late, the code is GLAM30 to save. Let's make some trim fit and greens so I can drink on these throughout and maybe I won't be like really hungry for lunch. These are great for like appetite control, giving energy, boosting mood, weight loss. Really, really enjoy them. I am still taking that GLP-1 alternative, and I'm so excited to see how continuing that, like adding it into what I've been doing trim fit greens now for a long time, like gosh, probably almost 2 years. And I did lose about 60 pounds once I incorporated this. I feel like I've like stalled out. I like how I feel. I think it's great for me. I feel like I get things done. I'm like motivated to go to the gym. I'm not like actively losing as much as I was. Is anyone else like this where you feel like sometimes your body just needs a shock, whether that's a shock and it's something different in your diet, changing up, like maybe you mostly do a dance class and now you need to do kickboxing, like just changing up what you're doing. And so that's kind of where I feel like, I'm like, okay, so I think I'm gonna do more weight training, and not as, I've been doing more cardio type workouts and more cardio type walking and trying to jog and like different things. And so I'm just gonna shake things up. Summer's coming. So, all right, this is just going to mix for a second. What's everybody doing today? Any weekend plans? We were supposed to go to a gala tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of glad it didn't work out. But we were supposed to go to like a fancy event, but I couldn't find childcare. So I will just be in my pajamas not having to deal with all my insecurities or all my like, I obviously did not wash my lid well. I washed the inside, but that's yesterday's lipstick. It was kind of gross, actually. Real life. Good morning. Currently, our septic tank is being pumped, so if you hear something, that's what it is. Because we actually had it pumped not too long ago. They did 3 things, and they're like, okay, you should be good. But they were like, they couldn't make a trip or something with the last one. Well, then when we were getting out of the shower, our septic tank definitely was like gross, like stuff coming up in our bathroom that should not be. So, so disgusting. So they're here today, all that's clean, and they're here today to pump our septic tank. Our life is like boring in real life. So a lot of times I'm like, wonder what I could talk about on my live. I'm like, well, that there was just all over our bathroom, and now the septic tank people's here. That's it. That's all I've got going on. Okay, this is the shade Honey. That shade does not match for me. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning. Okay, Coriander. I'm not super tan right now, so this is a lighter shade. And I do have Coriander, and I have Cardamom, which is a darker shade. I have 2 bottles. The reason I do this is I self-tan. I also live somewhere sunny. My tan kind of fluctuates a little bit, and so I like to have 2 bottles, so if I need to add a little bit more dark, I can, or if I need a little more light, I can, depending on if I'm tan or not. Okay, so drop a sunshine emoji below if you love a good glow. Like, you love the look of just, I want to look like a bronze goddess. I'm not kidding. Like, I just think it is so beautiful. It's so sexy. It is like bronze my body. And it looks really good with a tan, but I also wanted to show, like, I'm a tan going right now, and I wanted to show what it looks like for that as well, because it's really beautiful. And it's a good way to kind of make you look a little glowy. I'm just taking like a little extra that was on my brush. I've got like a little pimple coming up. Okay, I'm sending out all the swag. I've sent probably half of them out, but the swag from when we were in Paris, that will be being sent out. So if you're waiting on a gift from me, it is just because I kind of went straight from our trip to Europe to a travel trip for work to Vegas, and then catching up with, like, my kids have Spirit Week, and they've been needing to dress up like Candyland and cotton candy and like craft galore, and I just haven't caught up. So it's me. I'm the problem, but I promise I will get it to you. You're happy being pale? Then this glowy video might not be for you. But I think I'm just happier glowy. I'm happier bronze. I feel like my skin tone seems to look like just more tone when I'm tan. And so I wish I was, again, I don't have anything against, like, my skin's not super tan right now. I have no self-tanner. I just feel a little more confident when I am tan. Yes, you have 2 bottles too, one for summer, one for winter. It really helps you to kind of have like a good match on your skin. Okay, so for today, I'm not gonna use a bronzer. I'm strictly just going to do like a just glowy. You could stack it on top of your bronzer too, but I don't really think you need to. And so I'm gonna show you. So let's go in and we're gonna start with our setting powder. I use the shade, like their medium butter shade. And I'll show you the biggest difference you can tell is around my eyes. Like sometimes when I'm a little grumpy, Adam will be like, why don't you go get, not here because I don't have somebody who sprays you or a booth, but he will tell me like, why don't you go get a spray tan? Or he'll be like, have you tanned lately? I think maybe you should, like, I'll watch the kids. You go tan, because he knows. Like, it has nothing to do, I don't think he really cares if my body's tan or not. He's like, you just feel so much better. Okay. So you can kind of tell that underneath my eyes looks totally different using their setting powder. We have somebody helping with the baby today. This is her second time babysitting. And just because I knew I'd have to work like the first part of the day. And obviously Adam has a doctor's appointment and I can't watch baby and work. But do you ever feel like when you have someone new that you're like, you have one ear, like I'm like listening to them talking about like yogurt and their babies, her babies, and always like one ear in, one ear out. I feel like the same way, you know, when your kids are sleeping, like when I'm on a trip by myself and I have no kids, I sleep so hard because it's like, I don't have to be a mom for a minute. I don't know if anybody else. It's like, oh, you're always, I watched a video earlier and it talked about like, what is it like to be a mom? And the girl described it so perfectly. She was like, it's like your heart is outside of your body, walking around in like other humans. And she was like, even when they're not with you, you're like thinking about them, worrying about them, like all these things. And I was like, that is exactly what it feels like. It feels like my heart is all over. We are starting to work on our homeschool plans for Christian. Cannot believe he's gonna be an 11th grader. Like, I also feel like, am I old enough to have an 11th grader? Like, how did this happen? And so we're working on things of his interest for the upcoming year. And I just feel like time is going so, it's so long, but it's so fast. Like, I'm like, slow down, slow down. Okay, just do my brows a little bit before we go in with this bronzer. Okay, so if you're new to watching me, I put all the links in the description of this video. But if you can't see them or can't click on them, you can always comment me or go to CourtneySwan.com. If there's anything you need, Ophir has the code GLAM30 right now for makeup. But if there's other things that you need, outfit links, supplement links, anything like that, you can always go to CourtneySwan.com. If you like my videos, or you're like, oh, I just ran across her, I like her, be sure you follow or turn your notifications on so that you are notified. Here we go. Septic tank people are leaving. So hopefully they got it all. Hello. Oh, real life. Okay, Sunset Spark. Let's go in with like a fluffy brush for this. Don't use the same brush you use for your foundation, and this is very pigmented and a little goes a long way. So I would rather use less and then add more. Okay, so obviously I have a lot on my brush, even though I barely tapped it. So we're moving to this side. If you ever end up with too much on your brush, just take everything and kind of like apply dots everywhere instead of just trying to work out one section. Going under my little jawline area. Okay, so now where I had a little too much, now that my brush doesn't have a lot on it, now I can kind of buff it out. And I do that by going in circular motions. If you got too much and you feel like, it's a little low, take your foundation brush and just blend it out. Not hard. doing your skincare now? Feels good to get ready with someone? Yes. I love watching people's lives, like when I'm cleaning or when I'm doing something or packing or getting ready, like doing the dishes. I just like to, it's like almost like being on FaceTime with a friend. Like even when I'm going down the road, like listening to, like, don't watch me while you're driving, but like listening to what's going on, learning something new. I love that. Okay, again, I feel like I'm a little hot in this area, so the way I correct that is by my foundation brush that really doesn't have anything on it, but it's a little more of a stiff brush. I just kind of blur, or you can't really tell where my contour or bronzing started and where it ended. I'm just going over my part slightly, just so it's not quite as stark white. Okay, now I'm going to do a little, go that way, go that way. If you don't want it to be as pigmented, you can also use your even a fluffier brush, right? And dust it on. This is just so my neck and my chest look like they're on the same body, which is always good. You could wear this dress off the shoulder too. I think you could wear, it's got like a big puff sleeve, but I think you could wear it like that, or you could wear it up on the, or like actually on your shoulders. What do you guys like the best? Okay, so that's layer number 1. Now we're going in with this, and we are gonna do like a really cute smoky eye. Okay, taking the same, this is called Sunset Spark. It is a pivot powder is what they call it, but it is just like a highlighting powder. And you can use as little or as much as you like until you get the colors you want. I am gonna be doing a layered look today, so let me finish my cheeks actually, and then I'll show you. So I'm going in with this Radiant Rose next. Tap right on my cheeks and go up. Not a ton, right? Blow some of it off. This is what I got so many questions about yesterday, was this color combo for my cheeks. And it is stunning. It's called Radiant Rose. And then I dust a little bit over my nose, so it kind of looks like you're sun-kissed. This is a different makeup look than kind of like a highlight, contour, full blush bronzer. This is more like you're going to the beach or it's sunny, you're on vacation, you were just wanting like a really glowy, easy makeup look. That's what I feel like today is. Okay, now Gold Rush. We're gonna also take this, just the side of my brush, and I'm just gonna kind of highlight right over the top. So it goes from like pink to gold back to brown. So it's like a really nice little ombre. Again, I don't have a ton on here. They are incredibly pigmented, but I just like to kind of stipple it on top. And then I do like to barely take a little, like barely, right? And I like to touch the top of my nose and then right here on the bridge. So it kind of looks like, I don't know, like natural shine, if you feel like, and that was barely tapping at all. If you feel like it's a little too hot for you, take your foundation brush and like dab. Okay, so then that same color, that gold that we were using, we are gonna go in, make sure you don't have any sleep in your eye, okay? Go in and you're gonna do your inner corner. Just like that. Okay, going in. Inner corner. I feel like I might have some sleep in my eye. I tried not to, but here we go. Again, I was kind of pale when we got started, so this shows you I'm not super dark. If I was really dark, these colors pop even more. So I feel like they get better and better, like with more tan. But this is like, and I didn't try, but I tried kind of look. I don't know if that, you know, where you just look glowy. Okay, going in with Sunset Spark. And I am on a fluffy brush with very little product, because remember, they're really pigmented, so a little goes a long way. You can always add more, but it's hard to blend things out when they're like heavy. Just tapping the edge of my brush. If you would try this look, drop a sunshine below. If you're hopping on late, the code was GLAM30 and the link is in the video. You could also take the gold higher up on your eyes. I'm just gonna take that Radiant Rose, that pink, and tap. So I kind of have like a very similar like gold to pink, and you can make it as like heavy or as light as you want until you get the color combo that you like. So for me, I think I'm gonna go in with a little more gold. And kind of let it truly fade into pink. So not just inner corner, but inner eyelid. I do use my fingers a lot when I'm trying to get a pigmented eyeshadow look, because you end up getting a lot dustier, soft look when you're using a brush. Like, so a lot of, for that soft buffing for the bronzer, I love that. But if I just want like pigment, I use my finger. Okay, thank you so much. I like this look, and it's really fast, and it's also great when I'm traveling because I don't have to have a lot of products with me to get several different looks. So that is very appealing to me. Like, you know, if you have a little gym bag, or if you've got a travel bag, or you're just going away for the weekend, like, I just want a few things, but I can really zhuzh them up. You can also like kind of take that light powder, and when you have a tiny brush like this, if you do want to look more contoured, you can use a small brush to really get in wherever you want to make look bigger or smaller, where you want your shadows. The more straight lines you get though, the more you go to like a more contoured look instead of just a soft glowy look. Okay, now we're gonna go in, and I am going to put the pink on my lid. Oh, you have tornado watches right now, Collie? Be careful. Do not miss that about Tennessee. I grew up in Tennessee. We had tornadoes all the time, and I do not like storms. Okay, going in with a little more gold right in the inner corner. So it's just gonna go gold to pink to bronze. These are fabulous. Truly such a good addition to your like makeup collection. Okay, so now kind of look and see, where does the sun naturally hit your body, right? Like the light. And then just kind of take a little of your highlighter. This is in the gold. And you're just gonna like tap a little on, and then use your bigger brush. So see, that area is like, oh yes, yes it does. Just take this. It's not really brown, it's just glow. And this was the Gold Rush. And you can add as much or as little as you want wherever. Like once you start playing with it, you're like, okay, I think I need a little more. You can also add it right to the top of your lip if you want like a little extra highlight there. Has anyone tried the Pivot powders? They're beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. Okay, so once I've got that done, I am gonna go in with some mascara, and this is, you also could do This is a eyeliner. This is the shade Leather. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of liner to make it a more dramatic look. Just to my waterline. Again, you don't have to do that. Just kind of blur it. So I would feel like this to me gives me more like date night vibes. It also kind of makes my eye more of an almond shape by going up towards the tail of my brow. Just like, okay, so this was Ophir's gel eyeliner pen in the shade Leather. You can kind of see like, do you guys like more of the cat eye look, or having none, it's like more open and round? But totally by using eyeliner, it can change the shape of your eye. I do feel like this is maybe more of like a seductive look. Like your eyes look really like exotic. But I just think that it's really cool to see how you can, again, very simply and easily change a look. Okay, and I do kind of take my finger and I gently, very, very gently, I'm just smudging it out. I already put a little bronzer under there, so it's a little smoky anyways, but this is adding like actual brown, like a little darker, a little more pigmented, a little more dramatic, and definitely focusing on the outer corner being the strongest part. See how that changed everything? It's like, what? So then when I do my mascara, and you could also do a wing at the top if you want like really, really dramatic. For today, I feel like this is so good. It's fun. I used to always wear thick black eyeliner. I'm sure everyone did. Help me figure out what we want to do for our lips. Sometimes when I do like a more subtle eye, I will do a more dramatic lip. Okay, Ophir's Comfortable Smudge Proof Mascara. I do feel like before I get going with that, just look at your eyes and make sure, are they, like, do they look the same? I feel like I have one right now that's a little, great, I can't find what I did with my eyeliner pen. Why do I lose things? I feel like I've got one that's a little darker than the other. Like, see, this one has a little more. I just want them to match. They're never gonna be like twins, and that's okay. I just want them to look like sisters that you can tell they look like. There we go. I'll show you a full outfit look here in a second too. So my eyelashes were getting so long. And then I kind of like slacked off on using my lash serum. And now I feel like I must have gone through a cycle because I'm like, we're back to normal. So I've got to start using it every day again. Did you guys notice? They had been so long. I have the link. I didn't link it in the description of the video, but it's Barboletta. It's like, go to CourtneySwan.com. I have a discount code and a link, but it's for lash serum. And my lashes were getting so long. And then that's kind of what happened to my life. I'm like, I'm getting in great shape. And then I quit doing my things and then I gained weight. Or I quit doing my lash serum and then my lashes are back to normal. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Starting again. But I am going to take maybe before pictures this time because you do have to continue use with lash serum for it to keep working. Because once you like go through a lash cycle, you're like back to normal. But if you keep using it, it's amazing. Yes, Angie, I forgot about that. Pink Lily is having a 25% off sale today. Use my link and it automatically populated the discount. Thank you so much for sharing that. I put the Pink Lily link for this dress in the description of the video, but I totally forgot it was a 25% off day. So if you're needing anything from Pink Lily, the lash serum I use, if you go to CourtneySwan.com, I have it listed on my link tree, and the brand is Barboletta. But I have a discount code and a link for it, and it really works. But see, I didn't really use it like when I was traveling and when I don't know, they start getting long and I'm like, they're fabulous, and then I slack off. Does anybody else do that? That's just like, and then they start getting short again like a month later, and you're like, what happened to my beautiful lashes? And you're like, it's me. The problem, quit using it every day like you're supposed to. I would just like every now and then be like, oh, let's use it like once a week or twice a week, because they were looking so long. You have to keep it up. You have to keep using it, but you will be so glad you did. I will add the link for lash serum below, but it's, if you can't find it, CourtneySwan.com, and the link for it is there. It's hard to talk into your mascara. Sorry, friends. Just so different adding that little bit of liner at the bottom. I talked to Adam before I got on this live. His doctor's appointment today was 9 a.m. And when I talked to him, he had been there almost 2 hours and not been seen yet. I'm like, oh, that's actually very typical here. But it was like, I might be here forever. So I'm hoping he gets done in enough time we at least get to go to lunch. Okay. Everything look even to you? I feel like a little heavier on the mascara over here on the bottom than over here. So we're just gonna add a little more, just so. The more even each section looks, like that it matches the other, the more symmetrical your face looks. So it's just like, it just will help with your actual symmetry. Okay, so you can see, we're about to do lips. You can see like a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of glow, a little bit of, I don't know. And honestly, it would be so fast if you were like about to head down to the pool, slap on some of the pivot powder. You could choose if you want mascara or eyeliner or not. But you can kind of see how this look has evolved into like a very simple look to a few things we did to make it look a little more dramatic. But I personally love that because I like to be like, okay, I just need to run inside really quick. Give me 2 minutes and I'm gonna freshen up. And then I would add eyeliner and mascara and a lip, you know? All right, so let's look at our outfit. They are discontinuing this, or I would totally use this color. This is the shade Coral. If they still have it, it's such a pretty color. Like, look how perfect that would be. But they are discontinuing these lip liners, so if you want one, if you like the coral color or you like those, then I know several of their red lip liners they're gonna be gone. So I'm not gonna do it with this, just in case they're already out of here. Just looking. Okay, I did this the other day and it was really cute. And so I added red to a neutral. I know, it's crazy. But here we go. I'm gonna go all over with the shade Blush. And I'm gonna add red. I love these Velvet Bond lipsticks because they are smidge proof. If I'm really tan, I like this color on its own. Right now I'm not really tan and I feel like it's just very neutral, very cute, but kind of blends into my skin. I always need like a little darker liner or a little darker color with it. Okay, so here's the shade Hibiscus. This is really what I would typically do on the edges, is Hibiscus. Blush and Hibiscus are like the perfect combo. But I do want to get in some red, but not just like as red as you can go. So I'm gonna just play with this. This is the shade Chili. Okay, and I'm only gonna work in like phases because it dries fast. And I just kind of lightly tap the inside. Okay, now I'm going to the upper lip. Adam's fine. He just has like high cholesterol and he has to go get his levels checked every now and then. It's because he eats like 40 gallons of ice cream a month. He's totally fine. Okay, let me know if you like this color. It does look different doing it this way than all over, and it's just like a technique. I didn't quite overline as much on that side, so again, add a little. I do like really wipe it off because they are strong. But you just play with this until you get the colors how you like it. I like this about all of their Velvet Bonds, is you can really like mush and smush the colors together and mix them, and there's a lot of variety. So it's like, oh, I can make this look completely different than just it on its own. Again. I feel like I would never spend that much time on my lips. You don't have to. But this stuff lasts for like 12 hours. So I think it might even say 24. I don't typically typically have it on that long. I don't think so. It lasts for a long time. So I don't care to spend like a couple minutes getting my lips looking exactly how I want it. And when you do an ombre like this, you will get compliments because people are like, what lip color is that? It just like does something different for your eye than just red by itself. Again, in no way you don't have to. You can just do just red. The just red is just pretty. I think this is just like something extra and I like to know how to do it. So it gives you options. Oh no, that happens to a lot of people actually. Okay, you went to my page to make sure our notifications were on and Facebook had unfollowed you for me. There's zero chance you did that on your own. Sarah, it's really awful. They did a new update and I lost so many followers and I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then so many people, even my mother-in-law who watches every video, her notifications are turned off and I'm not in her follow section. And so be sure you go to my page. If you like my videos, be sure you go to my page that you're following. Click the little 3 dots at like any video that says Courtney Salmos Live. Make sure your notifications are turned on. I don't know why they did that. And the more you interact with me, the more you'll see me. So that's why if you're ever on a video and say hi, tell me where you're coming in from, drop that you're watching the live or replay or share. Anytime you engage like with a page, it tells Facebook you want to see that page more in your feed. So the more you engage, like if you go and heart 4 or 5 posts, it's like, oh, that tells Facebook you like this one and you want to see her more. So yeah, that is really sad. And it makes it hard for people like me or like other people who do this, that you're like, I just feel like I'm swimming upstream, like against the current. Like I'm trying so hard, I stay consistent. I try and like, I try and stay very like consistent and do things, and then it's like, okay, even people who are wanting to see me can't see me. I don't know how to grow when it's like that. But we're working on it. So all of us together, if you ever share my videos, that helps me grow. If you shop with me, that helps my family when you shop from me. Even I saw yesterday, like people were sharing, I did a hair tutorial and they were like just sharing a screenshot, like this is what the tool is, like go to Amazon and find it, like, which was nice to help. But like if you don't click the creator's link directly, you cut them out of it completely. And so just like little tips for kind of how it works online, if you want to help support the people you follow or so that they can spend their time doing things like this. Anytime you can click their links, anytime you can say like, love your outfit, love those shoes, or hi, or anything, it will just, you'll see that stuff more. And then also from like a clicking perspective, if you ever go to someone's like Linktree, or you go to like their link directly and not just Googling, then you don't cut out the person who is showing it, you know, or like, obviously like I make a commission if you buy from me rather than going directly to Sephora. But sometimes you just need a red lip and you walk right in, and I am not mad at you either, you know, just sometimes people just don't know like, that's how it works. So try and educate every now and then on like, because truly even the comments yesterday, like the people were being helpful, trying to help, like, oh, this is where you get it. And I'm like, oh no, don't Google it. Don't just go Google it. But anyways, all right, let's see. But yeah, make sure you're still following me. And make sure, I have a thing that you can sign up for text notifications. And I do pay for a service. It's a couple $1,000s a month to be able to send out text messages to you guys, because for a while, Facebook wasn't even notifying anyone. So I was like, I have to pay for this or no one will know I'm live. And so you can always sign up for, oh no, we're getting out of control. I had red on my fingers. Oh no, give me a second, friends. You can always sign up for those so that you are sure, like we send out a text and you're notified. Just take your foundation brush and wash your hands. Okay, I linked the outfit, I linked the jewelry. This was like, I've been wanting a double ring. I actually asked for this for my anniversary. I was like, maybe one day, like they're way too expensive. So I got this on Amazon. It was like, I think $60, but it looks so real. So I linked that for you too. It is so cute. And I'm like, oh, that looks like such a nice, like right hand ring. It's really cute. But yeah, I'll show you the full outfit, and I'm gonna try not to get stuff on my dress. Okay, so this little dress here, you can either wear it off the shoulders or you can wear it up high. It is kind of a baby doll style dress, and it's got like little lobsters and lemons and all the things on it. So anyways, this is our little OOTD of the day. Shoes are Marshalls. I don't have a link for those, but anyways, I hope you guys have such a good day. And lots of different ways you can play around with like a glowy, bronzy look, and just remembering to have fun, like with makeup. But you can always play with it. You can, it's like not so much commitment. If you hate it, you wipe it off and you try again. Like just be creative, have fun, like feel good in your own skin. Like just worry about what makes you feel like energized and charged and happy. And that I think is such a powerful way. Like you can go from being in a really funky mood to putting on a little bit of makeup and feeling good about yourself. So if you've had a sad day and you just feel like the ick, like I just don't feel good, I don't feel like myself, maybe like try and spend 5 minutes to like brush your teeth, put on deodorant, and put a little bit of makeup on and see if you feel better, and it might surprise you. That normally helps me. So, all right, friends, I love you guys. I hope you have the best day. If you need anything, you can send me a message, and I will talk to you later.